It's a beautiful day at Lalande and the chateau is full of life. There are people working everywhere. I see that Sébastien and Manu are here today. They must be in the grand salon. Let's go and see how they're going on. Oh, they're high up today. Ben, vous êtes où aujourd'hui?
Aujourd'hui, on est où?
Et qu'est-ce que vous faites là-haut?
En fait, on fait un étaiement, des enlevages de fenêtres pour pouvoir enlever les pierres en dessous.
Oui, pour que tout ne s'effondre pas quand on enlève les poutres.
C'est ça.
I've come up one level and I can see that they have nearly finished blocking the chimney as well. And apparently they've repaired the entire outside wall on the other side of the chimney. Because before we could just see light coming straight through the back of the chimney from outside into the grand salon. So now both sides are filled in. The external wall and the interior of the chimney. Because of course this chimney won't be used at all. It's just in the side of the room. The chimney that we'll be using is the main one over here. We'll put a beautiful chimney piece in it and have that as the centre focal point of the room. And we have a big decision to make. We need to decide how long we want to keep these beams when they're removed, because obviously we want to keep this wood. It's just the most extraordinary oak. And whatever length we decide to keep them, where do we want to store them? So this is something that I need to chat to Amaury about. We can try and work out where on earth they are going to go, because we're not far off them coming out now, just a few more days. Je vous laisse vous concentrer. Je vous verrai bientôt. À tout à l'heure. Morning, Dave.
Morning.
How's it going?
Good. Yeah, rubbish.
Ah, excellent. I came to ask Amaury about the beams, but actually you were totally distracted because that's it, it's all on. The extractor's working. Sawdust is literally pumping.
It's being vacuumed.
That's the veins of the workshop.
Literally, it is the veins.
Yeah, it is.
It will go underneath the boiling floor.
How happy are you right now?
So chuffed.
It has been a long time coming. We're going to feel this way when the Grand Salon is finally in and we're sitting there sipping a beer and a champagne.
In the bar.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're deflating.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a beautiful thing.
It is, and it's been done so nicely. Ben's a proper artist.
With his electrics.
Yeah, the board is so neat and he's done such a cracking job.
He
And
is great.
He's made sure that everything is tip top and running properly, so hats off to him. Hats off. Oh.
You can't stop grinning, it's
No,
adorable.
running stuff with the table saw at the minute, so it's just ease and everything's dialed in, so I know it's just I'm happy.
It feels right. What size do we want those beams in? Do we want to use them whole?
They're worth their weight in gold.
Whoa.
And they're worth their weight in gold. You know, you will not find anything like that on the market for its season, for it being so seasoned.
No, it's just been seasoned for 500 years, that's all.
Not for you, sorry. I was going to say, not for me then.
All right, just whisk that away again, why don't you? No, we're fine.
Literally, I just went into your woods, well, their woods at the time, cut a tree down.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not just like that, but they picked a right tree. But they put
Used
it in
it green.
for X amount of years. The weight
Yeah.
has been put on top of it.
But they've done that in Notre Dame, haven't they? They've put some things in green for the new
Because the way
build.
that they do it, the way they jointed it in Notre Dame is exactly the same as how they did it when they first built the place. Green timber, but with seasoned dowels. So over time, as the actual timber itself and the joints shrink because the moisture's evaporating from inside.
Just gets tighter and tighter.
It's tighter and tighter around
It's clever.
a piece of material, i.e. the
And the
seasons.
dowel won't shrink, yeah.
The dowel won't shrink. So all it's doing is just tightening even just also around that peg. You could bring that to a sawmill. If they could take it out in a single piece, take it to a sawmill, they can re-square it, just get the banana out of it,
Yeah.
and you will have just 3 magnificent pieces of timbers. But it's what to do with it. That's the only trouble.
So should we keep them whole?
It's easier said than done. We're just
It
saying,
is.
keep it whole.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them, but they are asking, so they are happy to keep it whole if we want. They also want to know where on earth are they putting them for us. And I think the only place I can think of is
Tennis court.
the tennis court. Yeah, it's the
What
only
is it?
place.
I'll probably say they're over a ton, maybe each.
I mean, I haven't got a clue.
I know that the steels that are going in will be weighing more than the actual
Whoa.
Yeah, the steels will be way more than that.
And is that the steels that we saw in the courtyard? They look really small.
I hope not.
That's what I was like. It looks very small.
I think what they're going to do, because I think I've seen they've built a couple of towers either side of one of the beams. I think they're going to put the eye across, spanning both towers, and they've got a winch. They've got ratchet winch, so they're going to put that on top, cut the timbers, whilst it's being secured to the winch.
Oh, so this is not the actual beam going. Okay, I am a bit reassured.
I thought they was too small, and then I measured them and I realised, they're not long enough in the first place.
All right, good.
So I'm guessing they're just going to use that to try.
Yeah. So we all had the same thing, because Philip came up to me and went, just for these beams in the queen, they look a little bit small. We've just had an absolutely huge delivery, and it's got my name on it, but I didn't order anything. So something tells me this has got Philip written all over it, figuratively, if not literally. I've come in here to look at the beams with Amaury, and Amaury is pointing out that he thinks we can gain head height in this room.
And that's the underside of the floor.
So that's a huge difference between the top of the beam and the underside of the floor.
Yeah. And that's 305 mil.
300, and we only need what? 100 mil for our new flooring?
Oh, look. Your floor joists are going into the web of the eye. So whatever you finished floor that you're going to have, which is you're going to have the boarding, 20 mil. Your soundproofing, another 20 mil, just to be on the safe side. That's what? 40 mil so far. Plus your parquet, which will say, let's go with 2 inches for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, yeah. You've got a heck of a lot of height that you can gain.
We're looking at gaining space like we did in the kitchen. We gained 10 centimetres in the kitchen. It's made a huge difference.
Come up and you can see it.
Yeah.
Your floor joists were sitting on here.
So the floor joists, yeah, they were on that. Okay.
Yeah, in the channel over there as well.
Okay.
This is your top side of the
So
floor.
this was our top of our joist, yeah? They were just there.
300 mil. So you imagine, say, just for shits and giggles, this comes out, the steel goes in its place, top side, up to here.
Yeah. Same.
That's 300 mil, because the floor joists are going inside the web.
Now, we don't want that floor to go up anymore because it's all level with everything else. So, in fact, we can bring the base of the ceiling up,
So
which we would very much like.
So it makes it higher, the ceiling higher.
In the dining room.
But you've got
That'd be
300
huge.
mil. You know what, let's just round it off. You gain 200 mil. So you're going
That's
to come up to 200 mil.
huge. So, for the first time ever, our curtain poles can be over the windows. Because before, the curtains were in the reveal of the window because that's where the ceiling was. And now they can sit above the window, as we've done in the kitchen now.
200 mil downstairs would be substantial. And that's even giving rounding off to the nearest 10.
We'll be ending up with a very tall grand salon and a taller dining room as well, which is just a dream. I'm packing for a little overnight trip tonight because Philip and I are going to Orléans because tomorrow morning we have an appointment with the company that make tiles that we might be using for the chapel. So we're going to go and see how they make them and talk to them how closely they could match the tiles in the chapel. But of course, I never go anywhere without my Forio FAQ 202. And I'm very lucky because Forio have kindly offered to sponsor today's video with this ad. Most of you will have heard me talk about Forio before because I am passionate about their products. I love the way they've transformed my skin. And as you know, I often use the UFO 3 and the FAQ 202. It is so comfortable. It's super lightweight. It's wireless. So I can actually get on with packing, go around the chateau, do my work, I can do my editing, I can watch TV, and I can be wearing the mask. At the moment, I have it on the red setting, that's NIR, near infrared, which tackles signs of aging. Now, of course, being only 21, this is not a problem for me, but you know, just in case, it's good to get ahead of these things. There are 8 different wavelengths, and you can either use your app to manage it, or you can just toggle between them like this. Go through all of the different colours and each one does something different to your skin. Some are very good for acne and help to reduce bacteria on the skin. Others make your skin glow and help with the brightness of it and the evenness of tone. Some help to reduce pore size and, of course, many help with the signs of aging. I never travel anywhere without it, so now I'm going to put it in this little case. I also feel just very important travelling with this. It just feels super cool and slightly space age. I'm never alone, travelling with my little friend.
Have you called it Wilson?
Wilson's an excellent name. I've noticed a big difference in my skin since I started using it. I have a bit of rosacea, I tend to get a little bit of redness, and I find that that has been reduced. My skin also feels smoother and softer, and I just find that all of my complexion is a little more even. If you'd like to try the FAQ 202 for yourself or any of Forio's other bestsellers, then click the link in the description box below and use the code 30Lalande to receive 30% off almost all of Forio's products. And the great thing is that the code is stackable, so you can use it as well as other promotions that are going on at the moment. All right, I am nearly ready, and we can be off. Go on our adventure to find the tiles for the chapel.
Yeah, have you seen the boxes outside? You received them.
Yeah. What is?
Those are a gift for Philip.
I knew it would have something to do with Philip. Honestly, the minute I saw glass, woohoo!
Yes, glasses.
Fun
Philip.
day.
Yeah, it's a gift from the US, I think.
Oh my god! Okay, I'll go and tell him.
But yes, I forgot where is she from actually.
Basically, the wheels have come off completely, and Chris is just dancing in the kitchen now.
Sailor, you'll never see an unhappy moron. This is the first pass on these, and then I'm going to put the top coats on now, make it a bit thicker and level it all out everywhere. And then
I'm wondering if we should have a skim coat, because a lot of people in the comments were saying, well, if you ever take your wallpaper off, you're going to get half the plasterboard with it. Yeah. I was going to paint it, so I was going to give it some sort of coat.
Yeah, you've got to give it an undercoat of whatever first, whether that be some sort of PVA treatment or like a sort of a soukouche, something like that. But yeah, I mean, you can take and join it and then paper on it, as long as we make some sort of barrier between the papering and the original board. Otherwise, they're right. If you ever want to take it off, it will be a nightmare.
So I'm more of an over wallpaperer than a wallpaper.
Which is another option, which is more than acceptable. No one takes wallpaper off.
Also, it's just a gift for people in 700 years' time. They're going to find that original one underneath.
That's a fair argument, it has to be said. Yeah, that is a fair argument.
Oh my goodness! Someone's not been getting enough attention. I do apologise. Galahad's decided that we're going up for breakfast now.
It's not breakfast time anyway.
It's my breakfast time.
See, this is what happens when you go away and leave me and Marie together. We're thinking you should have a sauna, infrared.
Well...
Could you get a sponsorship?
I agree. Everything's gone a little frog-like over there. What was happening?
We're talking all things health and she's doing the stretching.
Very important to stretch after running.
All right, sauna it is, this winter, yeah?
I think I'm stuck.
Would you like some help?
No, I just need to stretch out. My gosh, I'm so sweaty. I can feel sweat pouring down my...
All right, lovely. Okay, cup of tea, anyone?
The things I do for you. Gosh. Isn't that bad?
I don't know, but I love the drama.
Apart from things that you haven't done.
There's always things I haven't done in the bag. No, you have not. Oh,
For
you
now.
marvellous
And
man.
this one's for later.
You're wrestling that.
Oh, that's my childhood right there.
The English
Did
shop,
you have
can you tell?
these? Well, we had a pantry where all of the food for all of the residents was kept, obviously for the whole household. And they used to have the whole boards of these, with them stuck
Were you
on.
paying a weekly fee? Were you entitled to them?
I was paying a weekly fee of charm.
Oh, were you? Is that what your job was? Head of charm relations.
I mean, I was 7, but yeah. And yes, I used to sneak down in the middle of the night for these.
At 7?
Yeah.
At 7 years old, you sneak down in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And also, did you the mini Melton Mowbray pork
yeah,
pies?
pork pies.
Mini Melton
No,
Mowbray
would you gone
pork
down
pies.
for that?
Oh yeah.
Maybe not for Scampi Family.
Oh yeah, good midnight snacks. Nothing better as a child. No, don't. No.
This should.
No, this is a private moment between me and my dog.
You can have a private moment between you and your dog, but at the table.
No, and also that this way Philip will see it and he doesn't know that I am doing this.
Does Philip watch the vlog?
Actually, no, it's a good point. You go ahead. You enjoy this. No, he's not allowed food at the table, so this is me being naughty, but I know it's good for him and he loves yogurt, but...
I think the best way...
Amaury, stop busting me!
I think the best way for you to learn is to film you.
No.
Yeah.
No. We've just left Lalande, and we left a little more abruptly than planned because Philip's grandmother has taken a turn for the worse. We knew that she wasn't doing too well yesterday, but things are worse. So in fact, we've very, very quickly packed for a lot longer. We were only going to Orléans for one evening, but now we are going to be driving to the Netherlands from there. So Yeah, I'm so sorry if today's video is going to end a little abruptly, but Philip's not feeling great at the moment, as you can imagine. So we're just going to go to Orléans. We'll still go to our meeting tomorrow morning. That's with the head of the building firm to talk about the tiles. But from there, we'll be going straight to the Netherlands. So when I next speak to you on Thursday, I will give you an update as to how we're all doing. So I will say good night, a little faster than planned, but lots and lots of love from a road just outside Lalande.